Mr. Toastmaster, fellow members, it has been said that at the lowest level of conversation, people talk about people. At the intermediate level, about events, and at the highest level, about ideas. So I was somewhat apprehensive when I learned that my icebreaker speech had to be about myself. Because Toastmaster speeches are more often than not at this level. Nevertheless, let me get to the topic. I was born an engineer. I graduated when I was 2. What didn't help was that my father was a teacher, my mother was a teacher, and my elder brother became a teacher. So, when your whole family's teaching, you study. So it's no wonder I have a master's degree in jet propulsion. But at 34, I've had enough of the aerospace industry. I resigned, got married, and invented the next generation wiper blade. Now, that's a long, long story. But for now, suffice it to say that this technology is now on every second new car, and it has transformed the wiper blade industry worldwide. However, before anyone jumps to the wrong conclusion, I need to say that I am probably not the richest man in the room. But that's a story for another day. What brought me to Toastmasters? Just plain good old stage fright. Now, I know 90% or even more of people have anxiety around public speaking. But my struggle with it went well beyond regular proportions. From about my 20th year, I developed intense anxiety around speaking in groups. It began to negatively affect my behavior in all group situations. Anytime I found myself being pushed forward or perhaps into prominence, I would just draw back and maneuver myself into the safety of the background, again, just so as to avoid any potential tight spots. These withdrawal impulses became so strong that they severely hampered my work and social life. For example, in my late 20s, I was working at Kentron. Our department had to give a presentation to Armscore top management on trying to impress them with what we were doing with their money. I was also on the agenda, having to give a 15-minute address on our newly established strapped-down inertial navigation system capabilities. Bruno would know all about that. When the big day arrived, I couldn't get out of bed, not for the life of me. I called up my boss and explained to him that I wasn't well. And my illness was so real that the doctor booked me off for 3 days to recover from severe exhaustion. But I wasn't totally inhibited. There was some ambivalence in my public speaking career. And I had a few successes here and there, but it was, by and large, a risky and bumpy ride. So I've just got to gather my thoughts and perhaps just refresh my memory quickly. Yes, if I could manage the anxiety, I would be fine. But if the anxiety managed me, that would throw me back into that vicious circle. Just 3 months ago, I attended a workshop on branding, marketing, and ironically, public speaking. At the end of day 1, we were given an assignment for day 2. We had to prepare a 2-minute speech introducing our business. So while they were randomly picking out people from the 150 odd attendees, the lady next to me leaned over and said, "If they ask me, I'll die." And I just honestly responded to that, "Same here." So it's been a long walk for me to Toastmasters. At the age of 60, for me it is, I'm certainly a latecomer, but I'm convinced that I've come to the right place to learn the skills and to practice what I need to learn. Due to recent developments in my business, I can no longer hide behind the disability of being an engineer. So I've started this speech as a CC0 and at the lowest grade topic. I'm looking forward to sharing with you ideas that will be enriching, stimulating, and well worth contemplating. Mr. Toastmaster.